Hey everybody, welcome to RPM, Rock and Pop Mandolin, your destination for learning classic rock and pop songs on this wonderful little 8-stringed instrument. My name is Mike DeJong, and today we are looking at a classic from Bryan Adams from the 1980s. A wonderful tune that came from his fantastic album Reckless in 1984. The song is called The Summer of '69. It's got some really cool little guitar parts and little melodies that you can play on the mandolin. I will show you the chords and the melodies coming up in this tutorial. But first, if you're new to the site, thanks very much for checking us out. But don't forget to hit that little red subscriber button down there in the lower right corner on your way out. Also, leave us a like if you like this video. And if you are a returning subscriber, thanks once again for coming back. Also, hit the like button if you like this video. Leave us some comments if you want. Also, maybe check out our Patreon and Amazon links down below. Some exciting stuff happening on Patreon in the coming months. But now that's enough waiting. Without further ado, let's take a look at another Canadian classic. This one from Bryan Adams, Summer of '69 for mandolin, coming up on RPM. Okay, Summer of '69 has, just a few chords in it. It's actually a pretty simple song, and you should have a lot of fun playing it on the mandolin. It's in the key of D, all right? So we start off with this D chord at the beginning of the song. Okay, so what am I doing there? Well, I'm just using this open D chord, your basic cowboy chord, I guess you could call it, down at the bottom end of the neck here. Second fret of the G string, second fret of the E, and these two middle strings open. I think most mandolin players would probably play a D chord here, which is sort of your bluegrass D chord, right? Like that. But you hear that? It doesn't really work for the song, does it? Listen. It doesn't, to my ears, it doesn't work. You could try this D chord as well, which is like a bar chord, but again, it doesn't sound as authentic to me as this one for that Bryan Adams lick. Okay, so I'm playing the D chord there, and I'm just using downstrokes at this point, and really staccato, really choppy, so like that. And I'm doing the same thing going to an A chord. Okay, and I'm just using this A grip here, right? Second fret of the G string, second fret of the D, okay? And again, very palm muted. And you kind of let it gradually get louder too. So maybe you raise your right hand palm just slightly while you're playing it, so the level of the chord rings out a slight bit more as you play it. Listen. You hear that? You can really control the dynamics with your right hand palm muting technique, all right? So those are the chords for the first part of the verse, okay? I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime, played it till my fingers bled, right? Was the summer of '69, right? And then he keeps going with that for a bit more. Jody quit, Jimmy got married, whatever the lyrics are there. And then finally, they go to a B minor. And when I look back now, that summer's to last forever, like that. So here, I'm shifting from the palm muting now to more of just an up and down stroke here with these chords. So a little more open now, after the palm muting at the beginning, okay? The chords here are B minor, okay, so that's B minor. 4th fret here, 4th fret there, and 5th fret here. Okay, so B minor, then to A that I showed you before. So, oh, as we look back now, and then D, and then to G. Right? So B minor, A, D, G. Those were the best days of my life. So the last time, he just goes, those were the best days of my life. And then back into that part again. So that's just sticking on that B minor, and the last time through to the A chord. All right, so when we look back now, That summer seemed to last forever, and so on. I don't know the lyrics here. Those were the best days of my life. And back into that D, palm muted to the A. And those are the chords through all the verses in this song, and even the chorus. Now, over top of that, there's sort of a repeating melodic motif throughout this song that's actually played on the keyboards, but you can do it here on the mandolin, and it's really cool. It's played over the D to the A part, right? You're going... Okay, so what am I doing there? Well, it's based on a D pattern here, this D note, 5th fret of your A string, and I'm kind of using the bottom D here, the bottom D, as an octave thing. And I'm just basically sticking with that note there with my 3rd finger, and then I'm moving over this pattern here on the E string. So 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd, open 2, back to the 5 there on the A string. So okay, and then I'm shifting to sort of an A pattern, but I'm not playing the whole A chord. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm putting my finger here at the 2nd fret of the D string, and now the 2nd fret of the A string. So what you're actually getting is an A9 voicing here. So, and the pattern is on the A string now. So 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, 4th, 2nd. Okay, so see how I'm doing that? And again, I'm using all downstrokes pretty much here for the most part. So I'm going... You see that? So basically that part is played throughout the song over those main chords. Okay, and the only other part in the song that you really need to learn is a bridge part, and it goes... Okay, so what are those chords? Well, that's an F, right? Again, all downstrokes here. To a B flat, right? B flat, that's an F chord. So F is the 5th fret here of the G string, 3rd fret there of the D, open A, and 1st fret of the E. So to that B flat chord, which is barred here at the 3rd fret and the 3rd fret, and then this 3rd finger here, which is on the 5th fret, okay? Then you're gonna move that voicing up 2 frets to a C chord, okay? So 5, 5, 7 here now. So and back down to the B flat, and then F, B flat, C. Then you're back into that main, that part again. Okay, that is Bryan Adams' Summer of '69, a fairly basic song for you to get on the mandolin, fairly easy. I'm sure you'll have some fun with it. If you're jamming with another musician like a guitar player, you can do that little melody lick on the mandolin. It sounds really nice. So have fun with it. Thanks again for tuning in to RPM. We really appreciate your patronage. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscriber button on the way out. We really appreciate it. If you are not new here, if you are a satisfied returning customer, thanks very much once again for your ongoing support. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out our Patreon and Amazon links down below. I'm Mike DeJong. Thanks again for watching RPM.